Hi guys, it's Miss Coffee, and today we're going to talk about how to use Google Meet. I know that we've been using it a lot while we are virtual, and I think that this will be a really good helpful video for you guys. Okay, so this picture that you're looking at is a screenshot of what it looks like when you're using Google Meet. So this is the people that you'll see. Right now it's only me, but if I had classmates, this picture would be a lot smaller and you would see somebody's face here, somebody's face here, somebody's face here, however it is. There's a couple helpful tools at the top right here. This first one shows how many people are on the Google Meet. So there's only one because right now it's only me. This is our chat. So if you click on this button, it will open up a chat here on the side and you can type whatever you want and then everybody will be able to see it. Not just me, everybody will be able to see that. So then if you just have a comment but you don't really need to say anything or a question, you can type in there. Sometimes if I notice that maybe you're struggling, like you're on mute but you don't know it, or we can't see you or you can't hear me, sometimes I'll type in that chat and it'll pop up and kind of help you out. Where this triangle, square, circle, we probably won't use that. Those are some really cool tools, but those are going to be higher level for maybe the elementary, middle school, high school, and not really our preschoolers. It gives you the time of day, and then this is you. This will be you. So right now it's me because I'm the only one in the meeting, but if I were on a Google Meet with just you, you would see my face here and your face up in the corner, very small. The most important parts that I want to talk about are here at the bottom. So this is the name of the meeting. This meeting was called PM Virtual Meeting. But these are the three things that are the most important that you need to know. This first one looks like a microphone because that's your microphone. So if you don't want me to hear you, you're going to hit mute. When you hit that button, it's going to turn red and it means I can't hear what you're saying. That's actually really good unless you're talking to me specifically. So if we're doing a video and we have a lot of friends in the class, if all my friends are here and everybody's on mute, that means you can only hear the teacher, which is really helpful so you can hear those directions or hear the story. If nobody's on mute and you're talking in the background or the TV's in the background or your dog is barking or somebody's vacuuming, everybody can hear that and it gets really distracting. So if you're on a Zoom call, a Google Meet, and we're in class, it's going to be really helpful for you to mute your computer so that we can't hear you. Now, if you want to say something or if I ask you a question, you would just come down, hit that button again, and then I'd be able to hear you. And that's perfect. Like, that's what we want. I only really need to be able to hear you if you're talking specifically to me. So, because I know that background noise can sometimes be really distracting. This middle one, that's a red phone, that's how you hang up. So that's a quick, easy one. You just hit it and then you're out of the meeting. We won't be able to see you. We won't be able to hear you. And then finally, this is the camera button. If you click that and it turns red, I will still be able to hear you, but I won't be able to see you. So, I don't know in an instance that you might want to use that, especially when it's the students. I really like to be able to see their face so I can gauge how engaged they are, if they're following along, if they're understanding. But if you, for whatever reason, don't want me to be able to see you, you would turn your camera off. You can always turn it back on in the blink of an eye as long as you just push that button. So if the camera is red and the mic is red, I won't be able to see you or hear you. So you just kind of gotta make sure those both are on or off depending on what you want it to be. There is a raise hand button. We don't really need to use that, but if you want to, without unmuting yourself and saying, I have a question, you could click that raise hand and it will tell me, oh, somebody wants to speak. And then I can stop talking and say, go ahead, so-and-so. We don't really need to use that. I'm okay if you just come off of mute and talk. That's perfectly fine. Turn on captions. Google has this really cool thing where the captions of whatever I'm saying will come up. I don't know how accurate they are. I've never used that, but if that'll really help you, you can always try it. And then present now. I don't know if you guys have that option without owning the meeting, but if you hit present now, I will be able to see your screen. So you don't really ever need to hit that unless I specifically say, hey, show me what's on your screen so I can help you. You can hit present now and everybody will be able to see your screen. It will pop up where my picture is. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, these bottom buttons are going to be the absolute most important, making sure you're on mute. That way you can talk to your kiddo, because I know the parents or grandparents or whatever grown-up is in your house, sometimes they like to sit with the kiddo. But if you and your kiddo are talking to each other, that can be really distracting for everybody else. You just hit mute. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's kind of the norm now when I'm in meetings with adults. Everybody's on mute unless you have something specific to add to that meeting. So I think that that'll be really helpful, and it's easy to turn on and off. It's just one quick click. So you can show your kiddo these tips and, show them how you can click it. If that's too high for them, but you sit next to them during your meeting, you can always click it for them. So I think those are the most important, helpful tips and tricks. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.